Hello students, Standard 12, subject Economics, chapter number 6, Unemployment, session 3. Today we will learn causes of unemployment, and in that we will discuss about 5 causes. Okay. In exam, under the category of 5 marks question, you may get a question that explain the various causes of unemployment in India. Causes of unemployment: high rate of population growth, slow rise in employment opportunities, third, low rate of savings and investment, 4, capital intensive production technique, 5, lack of infrastructure facilities, 6, lack of manpower planning, 7, inefficiency of public sector, 8, negligence of agriculture sector, 9, low mobilities of workers, and 10, lack of vocational education. Today in this particular session we will discuss top 5. Okay. So the first point is high rate of population growth. In India, high rate of population growth is noticed, as you are aware that since the independence the population of India is constantly rising due to the two main factors, high birth rate and low death rate. Because of the high growth rate of population, there is a tremendous increase in the size of population also. As the rate of population growth is on a higher side, on an average, as per the census estimate, it is around 1.7% per annum. Okay, that means every year around 1.70 crore population gets added into the total population, and that's why the population size is increasing constantly. And as the population is growing, with these the labor supply also increases rapidly, and there is a continuous increase in new laborers in search of employment in the labor market. As the population is rising constantly, जब population अगर बढ़ेगी तो obvious है कि उसमें एक वक्त के बाद काम करने वाले लोगों के numbers भी उतने ही बढ़ेंगे. And that's why every year by completing their bachelors and masters, educated people and even the unskilled labor enters into the market in search of job. But compared to the growth of employment opportunity, the growth of population is on a higher side, and that creates the problem of job in a market. But simultaneously, there is slow rise in employment opportunity, which increases the problem of unemployment and even the underemployment. So, as the simultaneous job opportunity is not rising in relation to the फास्टर ग्रोथ रेट ऑफ पॉपुलेशन, जिस स्पीड से पॉपुलेशन बढ़ रहा है उतने ही स्पीड से मार्केट में जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ नहीं बढ़ रही. एंड दैट्स वाई पीपल फेस टू सिचुएशन, वन फुल्ली अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट और अंडर एम्प्लॉयमेंट, कि या तो लोग एकदम बेकार रहेंगे या तो फिर कुछ लोग परेशानी में आकर अपनी क्वालिफिकेशन और कैलिबर से कम प्रोफाइल वाला जॉब एक्सेप्ट करके काम करने लगेंगे, एंड दैट विल लीड टू अंडर एम्प्लॉयमेंट. According to the census estimate in India, each year there is an increase in the population of around 1.70 crore. That means 1 crore and 70 lakhs which is more than the total population of Australia. So you can say that every year India है ना add one Australia into their population कि हर साल हम एक ऑस्ट्रेलिया को पैदा करते हैं. That also can be commented. So with this much increase in population and lack of employment opportunities, it is obvious that the unemployment will rise. As the faster growth of population every year, as just we discussed, कि ज़्यादा काम करने वाले लोग भी हर साल मार्केट में एंटर होते हैं एंड रिलेटिव ग्रोथ ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी इज नॉट देयर एंड दैट लीड्स टू द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. The rate of growth of population, the rate of growth of employment is much lesser than the population growth rate in India. The jobs are rising but on a slower speed. Simultaneously, the population growth rate is on a higher side, which gives the rise to the problem of unemployment and it keeps on increasing. तो जितनी पॉपुलेशन की स्पीड है ग्रोथ की उतनी ही ग्रोथ एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ में नहीं है एंड फाइनल एंड रिजल्ट लीड्स टू अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड every year 1.70 crore people will get added to the total population and every year new people in search of job opportunity will enter into the market. तो फिर से यही प्रॉब्लम आएगा and that is why every year problem of unemployment instead of getting है ना down or reducing, it is increasing day by day. Second point, slow rise in employment opportunities. Increase in employment and economic growth has strong relationship that if you want to provide maximum job opportunity through your growing population or a job seekers, कि हर साल आपकी पॉपुलेशन बढ़ रही है या तो मार्केट में जो न्यू जॉब है ना सर्च के लिए लोग आते हैं उनको अगर आपको सेटिस्फाई करवाना है, जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी प्रोवाइड करनी है ना, एंड टू यू वांट टू सॉर्ट आउट द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, देयर इज अ नीड फॉर फास्टर एंड क्विक इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ. तो ही आसानी से एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी बढ़ पाएगी. सो इंक्रीज इन एम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ हैज़ अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग रिलेशनशिप. But during the planning periods, there was continuous increase in economic growth, but we failed in creating employment opportunities, which shows that economic growth has remained jobless growth. Since the second year planning especially, the government is giving maximum attention for the industrial growth and the service sector. But the growth what they targeted है ना was ऑलवेज रिमेन ऑन अ लोअर साइड देन देयर टारगेट. उनका जो हर साल ग्रोथ रेट का टारगेट होता है उससे हमेशा वो कम रहा है. एट द सेम टाइम वॉट एवर न्यू बिजनेस एंड इंडस्ट्रीज स्टार्टेड दे अडॉप्टेड द मॉडर्न टेक्निक्स एंड दैट्स वाई द लेबर रिक्वायरमेंट ऑलवेज रिमेन ऑन अ लोअर साइड. तो हम ये कह सकते हैं कि इवन दो द इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ रेट टुक प्लेस इन इंडिया, द ग्रोथ रेट वॉज नॉट इनफ टू प्रोवाइड रिक्वायर्ड जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी इन द मार्केट. तो हम ये कह सकते हैं कि इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ हैज रिमेन्ड जॉबलेस ग्रोथ, कि इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ तो हुआ पर कैसा हुआ कि जो इनफ जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी मार्केट में क्रिएट नहीं कर पाया. सो इट वाज लाइक अ जॉबलेस ग्रोथ. In first 3 decades of planning, India attained somewhat around 3.5% of economic growth every year, 3.5%. In our developed nations like USA, UK, Canada, France, they achieve more than 10% economic growth rate every year, right? And we were just getting 3.5, 2, 4, 5% that much. This growth rate increased to 7.6% in 10th 5-year plan and 7.8% in the 11th 5-year plan. But still, the number of unemployment kept on increasing. कि फिर आगे जाके जब 10th 5-year प्लान और 11th 5-year प्लानिंग में इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ रेट है ना अचीव्ड बाय इंडिया वो 7.6 एंड 7.8 रिस्पेक्टिवली. बट एज वी डिस्कस इन द फर्स्ट पॉइंट, एवरी ईयर समवट अराउंड है ना अप्रॉक्स 2 करोड़ पॉपुलेशन इज गेटिंग एडेड. हर साल करीबन 2 करोड़ लोग पॉपुलेशन में ऐड हो रहे हैं. जो हर साल बढ़ रहे हैं, राइट, एंड दैट कीप्स द बर्डन ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट एज इट इज. Even after planned economic growth, opportunities cannot be created for the old and new entrants. And green revolution in agriculture sector also remained limited to certain areas, and sectors other than agriculture observed the slow growth rate. The industrial green revolution which took place in agricultural sector, है ना, that also given a hope to agriculture sector that it will get a boom. But green revolution का advantage हुआ भी. Because of green revolution now India is self-reliant in the production of food grains, especially wheat and rice. आज हम वो दुनिया के दूसरे देशों को एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं जो पहले इंपोर्ट करना पड़ता था. But the problem is that the success of green revolution was only achieved by few states who got all the benefits related with the green revolution planning. और मेजोरिटी ऑफ द स्टेट्स ऑफ इंडिया, है ना, उनको कोई बेनिफिट मिला ही नहीं. एंड दैट्स वाई एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर ग्रोथ रिमेन, है ना, स्टेगनेंट. और उससे रिलेटेड जो दूसरी इंडस्ट्रीज है इन रूरल एरिया, यू कैन कंसिडर अलाइड इंडस्ट्री लाइक एनिमल हस्बेंड्री, पोल्ट्री फार्मिंग, फिशिंग, उन सब का भी ग्रोथ रेट बहुत ही स्लो रहा है. एम्प्लॉयमेंट कैन नॉट बी क्रिएटेड एज पर द लेबर सप्लाई विच इंक्रीज द अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. सो if in the market every year if enough job opportunities are not created as per the requirement of the labor supply, the country definitely will face the problem of unemployment. Third point, low rate of savings and investment. India planning has increased the national income, but simultaneously the population growth has also increased. Since the 5-year planning, the national income of the country is growing at a very good rate, we can say. क्योंकि जो नेशनल इनकम हमारा इंडिपेंडेंस के 5 साल बाद था, अगर वो कंपेयर हम अगर लास्ट 5 years से करें, so you can through the numerical figure we can anybody can say that India has achieved a very good growth rate in the terms of national income. But the problem is that along with the growth of national income, there is a continuous population growth rate, right? As we just saw that 1.70 crore every year, and that keeps the problem of per capita income on a lower side. As national income is growing, very good, but simultaneously the population is also growing, and the end result, that is a per capita income, when we divide the national income of the country with the total population of the country, we get PCI or a per capita income. तो every year national income भी बढ़ रहा है और simultaneously population भी बढ़ रहा है, and that keeps the per capita income on a lower side. Due to the low per capita income, expenses in satisfying basic needs of burdensome population kept saving and investment at a lower rate. Per capita income is on a lower side. On the other hand, the population is constantly growing, and also due to the slowly and steadily growing inflation rate, the people have to spend maximum amount of their income in order to satisfy their basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, health, education. जो भी इनकम उनकी आ रही है वो उनको अपनी आम ज़रूरतें पूरी करने में ही ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल करना पड़ता है, और उस वजह से वो ज़्यादा सेविंग्स नहीं कर पाते, एंड नो सेविंग मीन्स नो इन्वेस्टमेंट, और उसकी वजह से भी इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ अफेक्ट होता है. Because of the low rate of investment, as the people having a low savings, that means there will be low investment. लोगों के पास पैसे ही नहीं है तो इन्वेस्टमेंट कहाँ से होगा? And if there is less investment, the industries and the market and economy will get less money to invest in the business and to expand the economic activity. And because of low rate of investment in industries, agriculture or other sector, they could not create much job opportunity, which increases the problem of unemployment. And that is why with the low investment, the industries, agriculture sector and other job opportunity, है ना, रिमेन्स ऑन अ लोअर साइड और हमारा वो पॉपुलेशन से अफेक्टेड जो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का इशू है वो एज इट इज़ ही रहता है. Fourth point, capital intensive production technique. In a simple word, production technique based on capital intensive method means in order to produce goods and services, there will be maximum use of machinery than the labor. That can be considered as a capital intensive production technique. There is a scarcity of capital and abundance of labor in India. We have a two exactly opposite situation. India is very strong in terms of manpower, but at the same time very much weak in terms of capital arrangements to expand the business activity or to invest money in a economic activity. So we have a opposite situation. In these circumstances, to solve the problem of unemployment, labor intensive techniques of production should have been adopted. But from the second 5-year plan, India has always adopted development of heavy and basic industries. So for a country like India, whose population growth rate every year is on a very high side, it is suggestible that they should use maximum amount of labor intensive technology into their industrial and economic sectors. कि हमारे जैसा देश जहाँ पे पॉपुलेशन का ग्रोथ रेट बहुत ज़्यादा है उनको अपने हर प्रोडक्शन एक्टिविटीज़ में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लेबर का इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए और मशीनरीज का कम. क्यों? क्योंकि अगर ज़्यादा लेबर का इस्तेमाल करेंगे तो हम ज़्यादा जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी प्रोवाइड कर पाएंगे. बट सिंस द सेकेंड 5-year प्लानिंग द ग्रोथ है ना और इम्पोर्टेंस इज गिवन टू द हैवी एंड बेसिक इंडस्ट्रीज, they use maximum amount of modern machineries in order to produce the goods and services. In the planning scheme also, in place of capital intensive technique, labor intensive technique was given less importance. Even during the planning, whenever they do different plannings related with this 5-year planning, they never given importance to labor intensive technology, especially in a large industries or you can say a big business units. And that's why the problem of unemployment is yet as it is unsolved in front of Indian economy. In agriculture industry, mechanization, that is a use of machine in production process, was adopted, which increased the employment at a slow rate. As I told you, in the agriculture also and in industry also, the owners using maximum machinery to avoid the labors. That helps them to save their time, save their money and to reduce the cost of production. And because of that वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मशीन का ही इस्तेमाल करते हैं और जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी ज़्यादा नहीं बढ़ पाती. In industrial sector also, to increase productivity and to get the security against the organized labor union, such policies are adopted which saves the labor. In order to avoid issues related with the labor union or a trade union, in order to keep themselves away to provide benefit to the employees on the name of insurance, job security, allowances, ये सब नहीं करना पड़े और लेबर से जुड़े हुए दूसरे प्रॉब्लम्स वगैरह का भी ज़्यादा फेस ना करना पड़े, इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर्स में ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस मशीनरी को दिया जाता है. अदर देन रेलवे, irrigation, roads, construction and public sector of the state, they also use maximum capital intensive technique. Even in the government sector unit also, वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मशीनरीज का इस्तेमाल करते हैं ना कि लेबर्स का. तो हाउ वी विल सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट? तो फिर चांस ही नहीं है कि ये प्रॉब्लम ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट को सॉल्व कर पाए, बिकॉज इन द पब्लिक सेक्टर यूनिट दैट इज रन एंड ओन एंड मैनेज बाय द गवर्नमेंट, they also use maximum amount of machinery, right, in order to get their work done. So the problem cannot be solved. As a result, the unemployment has become acute, and that is why Bhagwati committee and Venkat Ramana committee, which was formed to study the unemployment, also suggested and recommended to use less of mechanization and more of labor intensive टेक्नोलॉजी. भगवती कमेटी एंड वेंकट रमन कमेटी, तो उन्होंने भी अपने रिपोर्ट में एंड में ये सजेस्ट किया गवर्नमेंट को कि इन ऑर्डर टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट in majority of the all the economic sector, more labor intensive technology should be used instead of machinery based technology. बट वो हो ना सका और अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का प्रॉब्लम अभी भी वैसा ही है. फिफ्थ पॉइंट, लेक ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चरल फैसिलिटी. फॉर द फास्टर इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ, है ना, और फॉर अ बेटर डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द इकोनॉमी, we require maximum infrastructure facility and their constant growth. In rural areas especially, because of lack of infrastructure facility like electricity, road, communication, transport, railway, है ना, regular supply of electricity or water, industrial facilities, unemployment has become a major problem. In rural area, lack of transportation facility, lack of proper roads, lack of education, health, electricity, these are the reason for the low generation of employment. Why? As these facilities are not available in a rural or a remote areas, the industries will not get attracted towards those zone कि जिन एरियाज में ये बेसिक से बेसिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फैसिलिटी भी ना हो, like a road, transportation, education facility, health, electricity, है ना, water supply, ये सब ना हो, then the industry will not able to prosper and they will not able to complete their production process on a time. And that's why the third point says, in rural areas for the industry there are availability of laborers at a low wage and easy availability of raw material for a agro based industry. कि अगर एग्रीकल्चरल से रिलेटेड जो एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज है उनके लिए रूरल एरिया में बेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी अवेलेबल है ऑन अ वन साइड, दैट इज चीप लेबर, इजी अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ अ रॉ मटेरियल. बट दूसरे साइड उनके सामने प्रॉब्लम है रिलेटेड विद लेक ऑफ कॉन्टिन्यूअस एंड रिक्वायर्ड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट डू नॉट विश टू एस्टैब्लिश इंडस्ट्री इन अ रूरल एरिया. एक जगह उनको फायदा हो रहा है, दे आर गेटिंग अ चीप लेबर, दे आर गेटिंग अ रेगुलर सप्लाई ऑफ अ रॉ मटेरियल, बट ऑन द अदर साइड दे आर नॉट गेटिंग मैक्सिमम, है ना, अदर फैसिलिटी विच इज मस्ट टू रन द इंडस्ट्रियल यूनिट सक्सेसफुली, एंड दैट इज शॉर्टेज ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट फैसिलिटी, प्रॉपर रोड, एजुकेशन, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सप्लाई. उस वजह से कोई भी इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट रूरल और रिमोट एरिया में जाकर बिजनेस एस्टेब्लिश नहीं करते, एंड द पीपल in the rural and remote area constantly face the problem of unemployment. Okay, so this was the 5 causes related with the unemployment in India. Remaining we will discuss in a upcoming session. Goodbye. Take care, students.